Sports is amazing. The feeling of watching your team slug it out against opponents and win is one of the greatest feelings ever. All over the world, fans support their teams in various sports with unwavering passion and loyalty, and nothing connects them to their teams more than stadiums. These stadiums are where fans call home and places of refuge, and even sometimes inspire religious-like devotion among fans. On these grounds, you feel invincible, untouchable, and secure, knowing that your team will give every drop of sweat and sometimes even a little blood to defend their home. Because stadiums are so important to team spirit and the overall aesthetics of the game, it's only right that sporting buddies go all out making sure that the fans and players get the best of the best. These 10 stadiums are some of the most expensive stadiums on the planet, and as you can guess, no expenses were spared in making them into top-notch fortresses. Number 10. Krastovsky Stadium, St. Petersburg, Russia, $1.1 billion. There were a lot of highlights when Russia hosted the World Cup in 2018, but the massive Krastovsky Stadium is one of the most memorable from the world event. The Krastovsky Stadium is a football stadium in the western portion of the Krastovsky Island in St. Petersburg, Russia. The stadium was built at the cost of $1.1 billion, which makes it one of the most expensive stadiums ever built in the history of not only football, but sports in general. The St. Petersburg Stadium was built after destroying the Kirov Stadium that used to live on the same spot. Planning for the new stadium began during late 2005, and construction started at the end of 2008. Construction was initially slated for completion by 2009, but allegations of fraud and a change in design to comply with FIFA regulations pushed it further a couple of years. The capacity of the stadium was expanded from 40,000 to 70,000 when Russia won the bid to host the 2018 World Cup. The new stadium opened in 2017 with a full capacity able to accommodate up to 68,314 people. Number 9. Singapore National Stadium, $1.31 billion. Located in Kuala, Singapore, the stadium is part of Singapore Sports Hub and is Singapore's largest all-weather sports and events venue, with a capacity of 55,000. It replaced the old stadium that was closed in 2007 and then demolished in 2010. The new stadium was officially opened in June 2014 and later that year in August, hosted its first football match, a friendly between Juventus and a Singapore selection. And as is befitting of a ground of its standard, it has more than its fair share of technologically advanced structures and installations. An example of such is a retractable roof and retractable stands, making it suitable to host football and rugby games as well as cricket matches and concerts. The roof, spanning 310 meters, is the world's largest free-span dome. Number 8. Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, London, England, $1.33 billion. Another football stadium, the Tottenham Hotspur Stadium, is located in the city of London, England. It is the home ground of the English Premier Football League club, Tottenham Hotspurs, with a capacity of 62,000, making it one of the largest club grounds in the UK, second only to Old Trafford in Manchester. The stadium is one of the most technologically advanced in the world. One of its most impressive installations is a state-of-the-art, one-of-a-kind retractable pitch that can turn a football pitch into an American football field. It also features another innovation, a grass-growing technology that keeps the grass even and guarantees the perfect surface to play on. Before we move on, leave a like on this video, smash that subscribe button, and hit the notification bell to be the first watching new episodes. Number 7. ATT Stadium, Arlington, United States, $1.48 billion. The AT&T Stadium in Arlington is home to the National Football League team, the Dallas Cowboys. The fifth largest stadium of the league, the domed stadium with a retractable roof can host over 100,000 people at maximum capacity. It replaced the partially covered Texas Stadium, which opened in 1971 and served as the Cowboys' home through the 2008 season. It was completed on May 27, 2009. The stadium, designed by the Dallas-based architectural firm HKS, is the largest domed stadium in the world and has the largest high-definition video screens, which hang from 20-yard line to 20-yard line. The facility can also be used for a variety of other activities outside of football, such as concerts, basketball teams, boxing matches, and soccer. Number 6. Mercedes-Benz Stadium, $1.5 billion. Located in Atlanta, Georgia, in the United States, Mercedes-Benz Stadium is home to the Atlanta Falcons and MLS's Atlanta United. It is also the location of Super Bowl 52. The stadium opened in 2017, 3 years after construction started in 2014, and can house over 71,041 people. The stadium boasts of several architectural and technological masterpieces, like a ground-to-roof window on one side of the stadium inspired by the oculus in the Pantheon of ancient Rome, and a retractable roof that opens up like a flower. It also features an electric vehicle charging station in the parking lot just outside the stadium. A panoramic screen surrounding the internal perimeter of the roof allows every fan inside to see what's televised. And like most advanced and modern sporting grounds, the stadium is also capable of hosting a plethora of other sporting and entertainment events. Number 5. Wembley Stadium, London, England, $1.5 billion. The pride of London, Wembley Stadium, located in the heart of London, is the home ground of the English national football team. The behemoth of a stadium has a capacity of 90,000, which makes it the second largest stadium in Europe. Wembley Stadium, built to replace the old stadium with the same name that had stood in its place since 1923, and since its completion has gone on to host many football spectacles such as FA Cup finals and the Community Shield. Number 4. Yankee Stadium, New York City, United States, $1.6 billion. Located in Bronx, New York City, the stadium is home to the New York Yankees baseball team. In 2009, it replaced the original stadium built in 1923. Although the city of New York did contribute about $300 million for infrastructure and other improvements in the area, most of the construction cost was covered almost entirely by the New York Yankees. The stadium closely resembles its illustrious predecessor to preserve some of the history of the club. One such example is the continued of a manually operated scoreboard in the stadium. However, despite its retro design, the stadium is very technologically advanced. It contains some of the top-notch modern facilities, such as the LED screens mounted above the field, which coincidentally are the largest ever in a baseball stadium. The Yankee Stadium is also capable of hosting other events, such as concerts, boxing matches, and even soccer matches. Number 3. MetLife Stadium, $1.7 billion. New Jersey's MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford is home to NFL teams, the New York Giants and New York Jets. One of the two stadiums in the U.S. that is home to two NFL teams, MetLife Stadium hosts up to 20 NFL games each season, more than any other NFL stadium. The stadium, owned by the MetLife Stadium Company, has a capacity of 82,500 people and also includes 27,500 parking spaces. It is the second largest NFL stadium in the U.S., covering more than 2.1 million square feet. The stadium was opened as New Meadowlands Stadium in 2010, but in 2011, MetLife, an insurance company based in New York City, acquired the naming rights to the stadium. It's the second largest stadium in the NFL in terms of seating capacity and the only stadium on the list to host a Super Bowl. On May 25, 2010, it was announced that Super Bowl 48, to take place in 2014, would be played in the stadium, the first time a Super Bowl would be played in the New York metropolitan area. Number 2. Allegiant Stadium, $1.9 billion. Nevada may be famous for housing Area 51 and some of the biggest casinos, but it's also home to one of the most expensive stadiums on the planet. The Allegiant Stadium, located in Paradise, Nevada, United States, is home to not just the famous Las Vegas Raiders of the National Football League, but also the University of Nevada, Las Vegas, UNLV, Rebels college football team. The domed stadium has a capacity of 65,000, expandable to 72,000 for American football, and 61,000 for soccer, with everything from a retractable roof to a system that grows nearly an acre of grass on a portable tray outdoors and wheels it into place for games. Only a few stadiums come close to Allegiant Stadium in terms of technological innovations. The stadium is the main attraction for not just the citizens of Sin City, but also people from all over the world. Number 1. SoFi Stadium, $5 billion. There couldn't be any stadium more deserving of its price tag and first position on this list than the magnificent SoFi Stadium, located in Inglewood, California, United States. This architectural wonder is the stuff of dream and is home to the Los Angeles Rams and Los Angeles Chargers of the National Football League. It also plays host to the LA Bowl of the NCAA. Construction for the stadium first broke ground in November 17, 2016, with the stadium officially opening on the 8th of September 2020. With a capacity of 70,240 expandable up to 100,240, this stadium has played host to several sporting and entertainment events. It's also billed to host the WrestleMania 37 on March 28, 2021, Super Bowl 54 in February 2022, the College Football Playoff National Championship in January 2023, and probably the World Cup at some point. SoFi Stadium is only the second ground currently in use to be shared by two NFL franchises, after MetLife Stadium in New York, home to the New York Giants and New York Jets. When it comes to technology, SoFi, as you would expect, does not disappoint. It features a fixed, translucent ETFE roof designed to cover both the stadium proper and the adjacent pedestrian plaza. Inside the stadium, there's an ovular, double-sided 4K HDR video board called the Oculus that is suspended from the roof over the field. A true masterpiece. And there you have it, 10 of the most expensive stadiums the sporting world has to offer. From American football to soccer, and even sometimes hosting boxing or wrestling, these stadiums were constructed with incredible vision and mind-blowing attention to detail. Thanks for watching. Leave the comment down below and let us know what is your favorite stadium. Don't forget to subscribe for new and upcoming episodes.